What's up, guys? Just here back to my channel. Tonight, we're doing a review for AEW Collision. So let's get to it then with the kicking off tonight's show with the AEW Women's World Champion times Tony Storm, which is the promo, same thing we want to call it. Tony Storm said, "Megan Bayne, get out of here right now. Fine, if you're busy, you'll listen to what I have to say. Last Wednesday, you were the better woman. I don't know what happened. It all happened so fast. But before I knew it, I was flat on my back. I am embarrassed. I am hurt, and I'm ashamed. And the worst part is, you made it look so easy." So I went back to my hotel and I turned off all the lights. I went over the same scene in my head over and over again, wondering if this is what will happen to me at Dynasty. And then when the sun came up, I was covered in sweat. But I got up, I looked in the mirror, and I remember exactly who I am. I am Thomas Tony Storm, and at Dynasty, I'll be leaving with your tits in my purse. Alright, but now before I blindsided the champ, Tony fired back with a hip attack. Megan Bayne blasted Storm from the other side. A coordinated attack said Tony Storm. Bayne flattened Storm with Fate's descent onto the world title. Alright, up next we have the backstage with John Moxley and Death Riders and stuff. Alright, Claudio said, Claudio said, "This Wednesday, I'm coping you and me one-on-one for what you did to me. I know that you're losing your edge, and you are trying to cope with it. That's why I'm going to beat you to a pulp." Moxley said, "There are only three people I fear in this world: my mother, my sister, and my wife. Until I met Marina Shafir, I don't want to be the one to piss her off. Swerve, you talked a big game on Wednesday, but you'll have to back it up." Marina said, "Willow, try to keep smiling when I rip your liver out and shove it down your throat." Damn. Alright, and yeah, Moxie was scared of her and stuff. So, first match coming up, finally, Switchblade Jay White versus Kevin Knight. White and Knight went on for boo during the opening minutes of the match. Jay White chopped at Kevin after being brought down by Kevin's hurricanrana. Jay White grounded Kevin with a dragon screw leg whip. White followed up with a brainbuster for a near fall. Jay White punished Knight with a barrage of chops. Kevin rallied back with a high drop kick going into orbit. Kevin hit the UFO splash and then connected with a thrust kick. Kevin Knight shoved his way out the Blade Runner. Jay White ducked a lariat and countered with a flatliner. Jay followed up with the German suplex. Jay White blasted Kevin Knight with the Blade Runner and picked up the 1-2-3. Jay White said, "Earn every bit of that one," said Tony Schiavone. Jay White said, "Let's hear it from Kevin Knight. Just like myself, Kevin went through the New Japan dojo, and I'm sure we're going to see a lot more of Kevin Knight here in AEW. See you around." Alright, now the 2025 Owen Hart tournament will have the best of the best, and I will show that I am the best. I need to go on to All In because I need the AEW World Championship. I'm King Switch, baby. It is still my era, and at All In, I will show it is still the Switchblade era. Alright, so winner is Switchblade Jay White. Alright, TBS, next match is TBS champion, the CEO, Mercedes Moné versus Robin Renegade. Renegade rocketed Mercedes with a Joe Woo dropkick. Robin smashed Mercedes with a running high boot in the corner. Mercedes connected with a crossbody press. Mercedes used a long blower for a near fall. Mercedes dodged the moonsault attempt. She countered with a Mirador. Mercedes finished off Robin with a Monet maker, then made Robin tap out. Tony Schiavone entered the ring to interview the champ. Mercedes said, "I am the greatest TBS champion of all time. I came to AEW to win more gold, so I'm officially declaring myself in the Owen Hart tournament. Then I'll make my way to All In Texas and become the AEW Women's World Champion. I don't want to hear about that stupid Billy, that stupid kid, Billy Starks. I mean, who trained Billy? Whoever taught her sucks at pro wrestling." RH Women's Champion, the fallen goddess Athena, walked down to the ring. Athena ducked a cheap shot and then blasted Mercedes with a strike of her own. Robin Renegade went to check on Mercedes and inadvertently or something, stunned by the old face from Athena. Alright, so winner is Mercedes Moné. Alright, legendary backstage with Queen Aminata. Nara informed us that Queen Aminata was not medically cleared to wrestle tonight. Serenity approached Queen Aminata. Deep said, "This was preventable. Every time you listen to me, you win. And every time you don't listen to me, you lose. You made the wrong choice." Queen Aminata said, "You're right. Everything is a choice, and I still choose not to listen to your trash." Deep said, "I think you know I'm right. It looks like you'll have a few weeks at home to rest up. Here's a playbook to read." Alright, next match coming up, Top Flight, Dante and Darius Martin. With Leo Gray versus the Learning Tree, the Redwood, Big Bill, and Bad Apple, Brian Keith. Alright, Top Flight used quick test to swarm Brian Keith with tandem offense. Great synergistic offense there. St. Nigel. Big Bill stuck Darius with a massive drop. Darius fought his way out of the corner. Brian Keith booted Darius off the apron and to the ring floor. Big Bill planted Darius with a boss man slam. Dante hit a thrust kick. Darius spiked Keith with the DT. Darius used a fallaway slam on Keith for near fall. Dante tried for a frog splash, but Keith raised his knees into Dante's ribs to counter it. Dante got chokeslammed by Big Bill, and the team of Big Bill and Brian Keith won after Big Bill pinned Dante. After the match, the crew, Leo Rush and Ash Andre, snuck into the ring with their chains. AR Fox jumped into the ring and cut them off, coming to the aid of Top Flight. The crew retreated for now. So winners are the Learning Tree, the Redwood Big Bill, and Bad Apple Brian Keith. Alright, TNT champion TNT champion Yard Garcia and Adam Cole had face to face. So there's a promo coming up and stuff. So anyways, Cole came to the ring with the undisputed Kiddos, Roger Strong and Kyle Riley. Garcia accompanied by Danny Magic, Matt Bernard. Cole said, "Danny, listen, I know that tensions have been high, but I want to make this clear. I have all the respect in the world for you when I say that you are the future of all elite wrestling. I mean that in my soul. That's because you're a fighting champion. When I challenged you for that TNT championship, I didn't get the job done, but neither did you. And as the fighting champion, that must make you sick to your stomach. I don't want this to end in a draw or tie. This needs to end with one man proving he is better than the other. Damn it, that man is me. The world knows we need to finish this fight." Garcia said, "I appreciate the kind words and I agree with a lot of what you said, but I'm getting a little frustrated. It's been eating me alive knowing I can't beat you." Danny Magic said, "You're the TT champion. How many opportunities is this guy going to get? It's his job to beat you, and he couldn't. You don't have to do this rematch." Garcia said, "I have to do this, but I want to. So, Adam, how about we run this back one more time?" Roderick said, "Danny, you are the future, and I'm not saying just because Cole is my best friend, but he's one of the best wrestlers on this planet, and you're just not there yet, dude." Garcia said, "April 6th, none of you will be out here because at AEW Dynasty there will be no one at ringside, no time limit. It will be Cole versus Garcia for the TNT Championship one more time, and there will be a winner, and you're looking right at him." Alright, and that's the segment itself. So, yeah, anyways. RH Women's Champion Athena was backstage with Big Starks. Athena said, "Mercedes, how did you like the taste of the floor? Keep my name and my minion's name out of your mouth. You collect championships. I'm in the same business. I'm entering the Owen Hart Foundation tournament." Alright, next match coming up, FTR's Dax the Axe Harwood with Cash Wheeler versus AEW World Truth Champion, the Deathfires, Yuta. Okay, by the way, Cash Wheeler was not out there the whole time match. I didn't see him, so he didn't come out until later, after the match finished. So anyways, Dax slammed Yuta, and Yuta retaliated with a body slam of his own. Dax chopped down Wheeler. Wheeler dodged a baseball slide from Dax. Wheeler whipped Dax into a steel ring steps, focusing on Dax's arm. Yuta superplexed Dax back in the ring. Harwood regained momentum using a back suplex off the top rope. Yuta bridged into the cattle mutilation, but Dax reached the ropes with his boot. Yuta nailed Dax with a German suplex. Dax transitioned to a sharpshooter, but Weir reached the bottom rope. Yuta rolled up Dax out of nowhere and pinned Dax with a huge victory, and certainly changes the color of the trios match at Dynasty. Said Nigel. Dax pushed the referee into the corner and began to argue that it was only a 2 count. Security ran out, prying Dax off. The ref came in to help his partner. Dax shoved everyone away, including Cash. Perhaps inadvertently, Dax offered his hand to help up Cash, and Cash shoved it away and stormed off without his partner. So winner is Yuta. Alright, Alicia Tao tried to interview Nick Wayne, Mother Wayne, and Kip Sabian. and stuff. So, anyways, with the crew interrupted and stuff. So, anyways, Lil Rush was what's Lil Rush said. Lil Rush said, "What's up with your boy Air Fox, Nick Wayne? Me and Fox are done. Our business is way in the past." Leo said, "It's three of them and two of us. When the time is right, nobody knows Fox better than you. Think about it. Looking to spend the crew," said Nigel. Alright, next match coming up, Hologram versus Blake Christian with Lee Johnson. Both men were seemingly one step of the other. Hologram charged at Blake, but Blake moved out of his way and went Hologram into the steel ring steps. Hologram used her Corona on the top safety rally safety rail to bring Blake to the arena floor. Blake fired back with a Spanish off the steps. Blake crashed down with a 450 splash for a near fall on Hologram. Blake power slammed Hologram. Blake escaped a portal bomb and then planted Hologram on the mat. Hologram caught Blake, spun him out with a portal bomb, and pinned Blake to continue his undefeated streak tonight at Collision. So winner is Hologram. Alright, the brackets for both men's and women's tournaments will be announced this Wednesday on Dynamite. Alright, main event coming up, Jamie Hayter versus Billy Starks. Alright, so we go. Billy decked Jamie with the right hand. Billy followed up with a hook kick. Hayter fired back with a drop kick off the turnbuckles. Jamie applied a single leg crab, but Billy managed to restore up as Billy flew through through the ropes with a toe. Hayter Billy with the shotgun drop kick. Billy stunned Hayter with a net breaker for a near fall. Hayter rocked the back Billy with a net breaker of her own, followed by a basement clothesline, good for a 2 count. Billy ducked a Hayter walloped Billy with a German suplex. Hayter drilled Billy with a new version of the Hayter aid and pinned Billy. So winner is Jamie Hayter. And after that, then it came out real quick before the show went off there and stuff. So yeah, it was a good showtime. So it was okay show and stuff, but better SmackDown did a little more better job last night than tonight right now. So anyways, that was it for this video. Hope you like it, not whatever stuff. So that was it. So like, subscribe, hit the bell button, leave a comment. If you guys want to leave a comment, I don't care what you guys do. And that was it. And I'll see you guys in the next video for Monday Night Raw in the afternoon. All right. So yeah, in the afternoon I'll make a review video for the Monday Night Raw and stuff. Right. So I guys see you guys this coming Monday. Right. Laters.